Monges, bem-vindos para mais um vídeo do canal Mega vs X. Aqui é a Pink que vos fala e hoje nós estamos com mais um vídeo de Genshin Impact. A saga que daqui a pouco vira uma novela, de tão longa que tá ficando. E o Mega deixou eu gravar esse vídeo sozinho aqui pro Mega vs X. Só que ele não sabe ainda. Mas vamos deixar esse assunto de lado e vamos começar a missão. Espera um pouco. Se eu tomei dano de queda nisso daí, eu vou xingar esse jogo. Eu vou xingar o jogo. Espero que eu não tenha tomado dano de queda. Tô nem aí que prenderam um louco ali, mas eu quero que eu não tenha tomado dano de queda. E eu tomei dano de queda. Que perfeito, né? Isso não acontece no Honkai. Ajuda aqui no vida, agora vamos lá. Tô quase sem vida, mas eu vou continuar o combate. Eu vou continuar aqui no combate. Tô nem aí. Eu vou continuar no combate. Só tô esperando a ult carregar aqui pra fazer que nem no outro vídeo. A ult já tá carregando, a ult carregou, agora vamos fazer que nem no outro vídeo. Eita, isso aqui é...
Thank you for your help, kind travelers.
I was not...
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both. Don't say that. I only escaped this I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name...
Wait a moment.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty...
Of course we do. Now just give me a moment and...
Great! Paimon Sugar Frosted Slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Soltamos o indivíduo, não sei se é missão primária, missão secundária, mas soltamos o indivíduo aqui.
Look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one!
Vamos ceifar essas criaturas aqui que lembram meus montes. Só pra carregar a ult. E vamos matar esse beija-flor aqui. Sei lá se é beija-flor, mas vamos matar. Agora eu vou fazer a magia do TP que o Mega me ensinou. E com a magia da edição a gente também chega aqui na frente do lugar onde a gente tem que ir. Bora conversar aqui com a pessoa aqui. Vamos ver o que a gente tem que fazer.
A guy called Meng Dan told us that we...
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him.
Hã?
Many of the best goods in our store.
E
Here,
agora?
this contains...
Yep. Hang on a moment.
Sure, please help yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome.
O jarro de
If we
barro.
use an
Vamos querer o jarro
antique
de
as our
barro, né?
mixing bowl, we should be
Isso que a
able
gente
to
tava
make a
procurando
great
antes.
snack.
Então,
It's
é isso.
done! The one and only sugar frost.
Oh, yes.
Woohoo! Great!
Era só isso. Eu achei que era o jarro de barro.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Tá, agora... Pra onde é que a gente vai? Pra câmara de jade. Tá, eu vou cortar aqui o caminho porque acho que vai ser longo a nossa caminhada. Aí estamos agora só ir aqui pra cima. Conversar com esse indivíduo. Só falta dizer que é ele que vai nos apresentar o caminho pra câmara de jade.
This is what we should
É
say.
isso. Ou a gente já vai nascer lá em
Do you
cima.
sell the moon here?
E agora?
Yes. How many would you like?
Sempre a mesma cara de rando.
It's not convenient to
Sempre.
speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said.
Isso ficou chato
Please,
já,
use
essas
this
caras
to
de
ascend to
rando.
the chamber.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for
Qual
guess,
que é o código?
but for the Yuhang. What's going on here?
É sério que nos passaram um código e a gente não sabe? Ah, tela ficou preta, cutscene seguida de tela de carregamento. Muito provavelmente já tá na câmera de Jade. Perfeito. Tá. Tamo na câmera de Jade.
I've been waiting
Mas
for you,
no
returning
jogo
from
normal, como é que a
Joy
gente
and
chega aí?
Christ.
O Mega não me explicou nada sobre a história
Since
desse
this
jogo.
is our first meeting,
Eu não tô entendendo nada.
we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Principalmente aqueles primeiros vídeos dele.
Oh,
Aqueles primeiros vídeos
for
eram
me.
estranhos.
You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
É uma pena que eu editei aqueles vídeos.
Oh no, it's nothing.
Tá, o que que...
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the
O lugar é
skies,
bonito, tem uma
higher than
ótima
the peak of any
arquitetura.
mountain.
Por
From
fora,
this
pelo menos,
vantage
por
point,
dentro,
one may survey
vamos
all of
descobrir.
Liyue.
Nos
I
deixa
have been
entrar
gathering
lá.
the funds necessary
Nos
to
deixa
build it
entrar.
from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in
Vamos lá,
hiring the
Liyue.
best craftsmen to
E
constantly
agora acho que eu
extend
só falo
it.
depois da cutscene.
At first, it was but the size of one room. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with acting. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Ver Goldet one of your people?
Just everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I
Só isso, moça. Só isso. Acabou. Acabou já a cutscene. Acabou. Tá. Agora eu vou entrar. Aqui dentro, agora vamos começar a ver mais uma cutscene, eu acho, né? Pronto. Eu tinha ter feito
Well,
outra
that was an easy
cutscene.
search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with
Várias
that one.
cutscenes. Tudo pra mesma coisa.
Let's see what's... Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on
Só
here.
pra nos mostrar
Ooh,
novas
could it be
localizações do mapa.
treasure? Whatever it is, it better make its
Só
fifth
isso.
sigil of permission, something,
Eu acho que eu vou pular esse
Fatui,
negócio aqui
research,
porque a gente vai
copy.
ter que ir pra essa... Não, não vou pular
Aw,
não.
that doesn't sound like treasure
Pensando
at
bem,
all.
vamos assistir tudo.
This piece of
Porque eu acho que o
paper
negócio vai ser
shows that a
interessante.
chasing spy discovered
Mas eu não vou
traces of
comentar mais nada
classified Fatui
até agora.
research on the sigil of
Desde que não
permission.
seja importante, eu não vou comentar mais
Mingguang
nada.
did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue, spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the sigil of permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the sigil of permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
bichos são fracos. Eu finalmente cheguei no lugar. E aqui estamos.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What? Paimon's seen this pattern before. Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Agora vamos para outro lugar. Opa! O Zongli tá ali. Mas que desine chato.
Right on time.
Também
I
vou
myself only arrived moments ago.
jogar aqui no meu mundo.
Did you
aqui.
enjoy your visit to the Jade
O
Chamber?
Mai?
It was so big and pretty and
Que eu ainda não tenho a...
expensive.
Eu ainda não tenho a
Paimon's
missão
never
dela.
seen such a fancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue.
Né?
Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
Mas...
What did you talk about with her?
Vamos continuar conversando aqui com o
Super
Zongli.
rich and
Vou deixar
so
vocês
generous.
ouvindo todo o papo aqui.
Paimon thinks she's
Eu
very
vou
friendly.
deixar aqui. Eu vou deixar.
Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to... Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Acabou. A gente tava rushando esse jogo, né? Vamos pra mais uma parte. Chegamos em mais um lugar aqui. Parece ter só uma flor. Só uma flor? Só isso.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
É porque a gente tem que cantar. Ainda bem que não é o Mega cantando, porque isso ia ser feio, né?
These
Era
flowers
o
are
Mega
jumping.
cantando.
They look really angry. They could be singing a song for Mondstadt, but they don't
Eu falei que
understand
eles só Mega
Liyue.
cantando, ia ser completamente ruim. Invoca qualquer coisa. Invoca qualquer coisa de mal desse mundo. O Mega não pode cantar nada. O Mega não pode cantar. Agora eu preciso ficar com esse negócio aqui. Esse bicho. Pronto, enfrentei. E agora vai começar a cutscene, né? Vou
Those
ficar
weren't
quietinha aqui
glaze
no meu
lilies.
canto.
Glaze lilies wouldn't
Enquanto rola a
hit people.
cutscene.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Quebrando o silêncio pra falar de que
Are you searching for
essa
glaze
garota é
lilies?
linda até no Genshin
Oh,
Impact.
hey!
Interessante.
What's her face?
Esse Genshin Impact tem várias meninas lindas, né?
I can't remember.
Hello, traveler.
Mas
I'm surprised you
não
still remember my
significa
name.
que eu curta
That
coisas
reminds
de
me.
tesoura.
How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now I am simply out on a...
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't...
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes, Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Eita, cutscene longa, não é? Mas eu acho que dá tempo pra mais uma coisa no vídeo. Aqui no Porto de Liyue, e agora vamos descer lá pra baixo só pra ver o que tá rolando. É que eu não entendi nada do outro diálogo lá. A gente tava caçando uma flor e daí do nada a gente é atacado por um bicho-flor. Acho que eles cheiraram até o dono da boca. O povo do
The
Genshin.
city gate is swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though something big has
Agora a
happened.
gente tem que perguntar sobre notícias.
We should ask around a little, just to be safe.
A gente tem que conversar com o Fatui. Com o Fatui!
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act
E eu vou
rashly.
ficar quieto durante a cutscene.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it! If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him! He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Tá. Agora eu entendi alguma coisa, pelo menos. Pelo que parece, o Zhongli tem algum negócio entre os Fatui aqui. Ele tá tendo um trato aqui. Ele tá fazendo um trato feito. Tô achando estranho. O dono da funerária fazendo um trato com o Fatui. Tô achando completamente estranho. Eu acho que tem caroço nesse ângulo aí. Mas eu vou deixar minhas opiniões de lado e vou dar um corte no vídeo. Pô, esse negócio tinha que ser do outro lado do mundo. Casa Dourada no outro lado do mundo. Vamos ver o que vai rolar aqui. Espera um pouquinho. Domínio. Montar a equipe. O que vai rolar aqui? O jogo até trancou aqui. O jogo até trancou. Sinceramente, eu tô com o meu trancado também, porque eu acho que vai ser batalha de chefe. Eu acho que vai ser batalha de chefe, pelo jeito.
Wow! This
Não
is the
passa nem
Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside?
Aqui é só um banco.
And so full of
Banco cheio de
Mora.
dinheiro.
This is where all of Tibet's
Aqui
Mora
essa
is
Casa Dourada
minted,
ser um
right?
banco faz
In that
completo
case,
sentido.
maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
Então, o que a gente faz aqui agora?
Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is alright.
Espera um pouquinho, acho que tá rolando alguma coisa ali. Tá rolando alguma coisa no dragão ali. Vamos ver. Vamos ir atrás. Vamos ir atrás pra ver o que tá rolando. E vamos ir pra mais.
You've already fulfilled your
cutscenes.
task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble
Quanta
for today?
cutscene? Só pra isso.
Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the
Shield.
Tsaritsa herself.
É o
But
Shield.
now, you're nothing but
Por que que o
dross,
Shield tá
and you're
aqui?
in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted
Ele
effort?
nos traiu.
Stopping the more immense,
Salafrário
hiding away
nos
the
traiu.
Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Cai pro pau, seu otário. Cai
I'm
pro
not
pau.
asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me,
Eu tô te falando,
without
cai pro
that,
pau. Eu
what
sei que eu
else
não vou te
is...
vencer, mas cai pro pau.
Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by.
Espera um pouquinho.
All you've
Eu tava
got
brincando aí, eu
so
tava
very
brincando,
few
tava
have a
brincando.
chance to square
Não
off
quero
with
pau não.
Fatui Harbinger. So
Mas
come
espera um pouquinho, eu tô dando uma surra.
and don't
Vamos
you
trocar pra
hesitate to
Arlequina.
support.
Agora sim, a surra começou. O dano alto, o dano alto.
As the moon.
Poor timing. Not bad, not bad.
Bichinho mudou de forma, bichinho mudou de forma. Tá mudando de forma.
Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
By royal
Transfixed. You can't run.
Mas ainda tá saindo. Ainda tá dando
As
alto.
you wish, mein Fräulein.
Witness my rise. Judgment. Rain outlines your fate.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the gold mouse to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
Judgment! No, my sword! Wings of darkness!
Mais de novo, gente. Mais de
You
novo
can't
pra
run.
terminar. Mais de novo. Eu quero fazer de novo. Tá acabando. Mais um pouquinho de dano louco. E tá acabando.
At least no more work.
Tá frio esse pão. Mas pra mim não vamos fazer mais dano louco aqui.
Go on.
Vamos
Witness
terminar
my
com o
rise.
que não termina. Vamos dar um
Late
jeito de
back.
novo.
You're a cut above.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, We have agreed to put our differences
Virou Vingadores Ultimato.
and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the Guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong, and as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong ballista with... For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
Realmente, tá virando Vingadores Ultimato. Até o povo sai do portal tá saindo ali. E a gente vai ajudar, obviamente, não é?
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you. One
Vamos
wishes
fazer
to
combate aqui,
witness.
vamos fazer combate. Então, se vira ali de frente.
You can't run! Witness the power of Guhua!
This is where you fall. That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one. Witness my rise. Transfixed.
The ancient gods attacking again! There are so many things we do! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian's heart! Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
My work finished.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Fixed.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Witness my rise. Transfixed.
Só mais um pouquinho, só sobrevive mais um pouquinho.
This is where overruled.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
This is where you fall. Transfixed. Let me read you a verse.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Overruled.
Citizens.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Espera um pouquinho. O que vai acontecer? Não, não, não. O que vai acontecer? O que tá acontecendo? Vou tocar um negócio no bicho. Caramba! Simplesmente cinema! Isso foi cinema! Cinema absoluto! E agora? Como é que fica? Acabou a cutscene? Não, só tela de carregamento.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern ride.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons. Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death?
Pelo que eu entendi, agora tem uma nova era aqui.
Doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest
between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you! You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he...
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You've finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring...
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even... Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my this meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all!
Ha! On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving?
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, my agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Mochicinhos, o óbvio aconteceu. Songli era o deus de El.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind.
The Fatui? They certainly are very...
Shh! Lower your...
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just
Yes.
Say.
Now that you mention... I mean it all? Still what?
Ah, forget it.
Hear ye all! The Chi, though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go.
O Indifito tá em missão. Mas vamos terminar essa missão, daí a gente vai dar mais um corte pro próximo diálogo.
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as the Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his... I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No...
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be
Whoa, that's hard.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as the fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wished to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
O Deus do Chão não morreu, tá aqui entre a gente. E assim a gente termina mais um capítulo dessa história. Uma nova estrela em ascensão. E assim a gente termina com o vídeo.